Have you ever paused to reflect on the profound idea that psychological weakness might merely be a mask we use to conceal our flaws? Or have you pondered how strength could manifest not as domination over others, but as the courage to confront oneself? These are the deep and thought-provoking questions posed by the renowned German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. Today, we embark on an intellectual journey through his unique perspective on weakness and strength, exploring how these concepts can transform our lives. If you're ready for this exploration, fasten your seatbelt because we are about to delve into a world filled with questions and answers that may challenge conventional thinking. Let us begin. To unravel the essence of psychological weakness, let's first examine what it truly represents. When we hear the word weakness, we often associate it with physical frailty or lack of bodily strength. However, Nietzsche takes us deeper. For him, psychological weakness is far more perilous, as it pertains to what we hide within ourselves. It is the way we justify our failures and avoid confronting uncomfortable truths. Nietzsche perceives psychological weakness not just as a feeling of incapacity, but as a dangerous trap that compels us to wear masks concealing our true selves. This trap leads us to fabricate narratives excusing why we haven't succeeded, why we haven't tried, or why we couldn't achieve. Consider someone who consistently pretends to be kind but genuinely helps no one, or another who plays the victim to gain attention and sympathy. These examples illustrate how psychological weakness can wield hidden power over our lives. But why do we hide our vulnerabilities? The answer lies in fear of facing our imperfections, fear of appearing weak in the eyes of others. Here, Nietzsche reveals a crucial aspect: how weakness transforms into deceit. When we fear confronting our weaknesses, we start lying, not only to others but also to ourselves. We concoct excuses and false stories to rationalize our failures, absolving ourselves from responsibility for our lives. Imagine a person blaming circumstances, society, or even bad luck for their failure. This isn't just lying. It's a means of escaping accountability. However, Nietzsche warns that this deceit can become contagious, influencing those around us and perpetuating a culture that justifies failure and places blame on others. This leads us to another significant point: resentment. According to Nietzsche, resentment arises when we fail to address our own flaws, leading us to criticize and diminish the achievements of others. Yet, what solution does Nietzsche propose? Nietzsche's concept of genuine strength offers a profound and distinctive approach to overcoming weakness. True strength, he argues, does not lie in controlling or dominating others, but in the courage to face life in all its complexity, whether filled with success or failure, joy or pain. The strong individual, as Nietzsche envisions, is not devoid of imperfections or weaknesses, but possesses the bravery to acknowledge them and work towards overcoming them. Strength begins internally. Picture someone dissatisfied with their job but afraid to change due to perceived risks or fear of failure. The truly strong person in this scenario faces these fears, leaves their comfort zone, and takes concrete steps to improve their situation. Herein lies the essence of strength. It resides not in outcomes but in action itself, in the courage to make decisions and accept consequences, even if they lead to failure. Such attempts represent triumphs of inner strength over weakness and fear. Another critical insight from Nietzsche is that true strength is not selfish. It is not about subjugating or outperforming others destructively. On the contrary, true strength involves inspiring and uplifting others. A strong person doesn't fear being a role model. They demonstrate to others that challenges can be overcome and obstacles are merely opportunities for new beginnings. Consider a team leader facing a major crisis. A strong leader won't shift blame onto the team or pretend to be infallible. Instead, they'll acknowledge the problem, express willingness to collaborate with the team to solve it, and rally everyone with confidence and resilience. Nietzsche emphasizes that a significant part of strength lies in accepting reality as it is, without escaping or denying it. The strong person views life with all its contradictions and difficulties and chooses to confront rather than hide behind excuses. For example, someone experiencing painful emotional struggles might choose to confront their reality, acknowledge it, and work towards improvement or finding new meaning in life. Nietzsche further contends that true strength extends beyond accepting reality. It involves creating opportunities from challenges. The strong person doesn't wait for ideal conditions but creates their own. Take the example of Leonardo da Vinci, who was not merely a brilliant artist but also a perpetual learner and innovator. His strength lay not only in his talent, but in his courage to explore new and difficult paths, transforming his ideas into tangible creations that inspired the world. True strength manifests in human relationships too. A strong person builds relationships based on mutual respect and trust. They don't shy away from addressing tensions or problems within the relationship, but tackle them with courage and sincerity. Imagine a friend who openly yet lovingly points out your mistakes, not to belittle you but to help you grow. Such relationships enrich our lives, making them more authentic and fulfilling. Nietzsche delivers a clear message. True strength does not equate to arrogance or boasting, nor does it involve dominating others. True strength is the courage to confront oneself, admit the truth, and continuously strive for self-improvement. Are we capable of embracing our weaknesses and working to overcome them? Can we face life with courage and integrity? This is the challenge Nietzsche places before us. One of Nietzsche's most controversial critiques concerns pity. Typically, we view pity as a virtue reflecting our compassion for others' suffering and enhancing our humanity and empathy. However, Nietzsche urges us to reconsider this notion. He sees pity not as it appears, but as a hidden danger negatively impacting individuals and societies. Nietzsche believes that instead of empowering people, pity often reinforces weakness and hinders development. He argues that those receiving pity feel not supported or motivated but incapacitated, perceiving their problems as insurmountable. Consider a simple example. A person facing financial hardship receives monetary assistance from another. While initially noble and beneficial, such aid may carry a subtle message implying, "You're incapable of handling this crisis yourself." Thus, pity becomes temporary support that exacerbates feelings of inadequacy. Nietzsche sees this type of pity leading to dependency, where the needy person relies constantly on others rather than learning to stand on their own feet and solve their problems independently. Ultimately, pity weakens rather than strengthens the individual. Nietzsche doesn't merely criticize pity as a tool reinforcing weakness. He also recognizes its potential misuse by some to manipulate others. In certain situations, individuals may play the victim to attract sympathy and gain emotional or material support. In such cases, pity ceases to be a virtue and becomes a device exploited to manipulate others' emotions, resulting in unhealthy relationships between parties. But what about those genuinely wanting to help others? Here, Nietzsche presents a completely different concept of help. Genuine help, as he sees it, doesn't lie in merely providing assistance or feeling pity toward others, but in empowering them. Nietzsche believes the best way to help others is to encourage them to become stronger and more independent. Instead of saying, "Let me help you because you're weak," we should say, "You have the ability to overcome this problem, and I'm here to help you see that." For instance, rather than directly giving money to someone struggling financially, teach them how to manage their finances or assist them in finding employment. Similarly, instead of merely sympathizing with someone going through an emotional crisis, offer practical advice to help them navigate the situation. Ultimately, Nietzsche proposes a profound yet straightforward solution: love of life and acceptance of reality. For Nietzsche, loving life doesn't merely mean accepting it as it is but celebrating it. Life, though full of challenges, is equally rich with opportunities for growth and development. The person who loves life accepts their flaws and weaknesses as part of their journey rather than avoiding or hiding them. They confront them with courage, and this love of life is what aids us in transitioning from weakness to strength. Consider someone like Nelson Mandela, who spent years in prison but emerged stronger and more inspiring. The strength Nietzsche discusses stems not from denying reality but from confronting it head-on. In conclusion, we can extract a vital lesson from Nietzsche's philosophy. Weakness is not inherently a flaw, but it becomes problematic when we choose to hide it rather than confront it. Strength is not violence or domination, but the courage to face the truth and work on self-improvement. Now it's your turn. How do you perceive weakness and strength in your life? Do you believe weakness can transform into strength when approached with courage? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content that inspires thought and change. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to exploring more philosophical ideas with you in our next video, helping you navigate life's challenges with strength and determination.